My friends and my family, this is Trevor Chapman. Modern day man, entrepreneur, achiever, purveyor of the good life, student of life, marketer. After over 10 years in business, tens of millions of dollars, I've learned this one thing. There's too much noise. It takes tactics and strategy. You can't buy it, you earn it through experience. Failure after failure hones the craft. You must become a warrior. It's time to run. The experience you can't buy. You had to have earned it. It's my turn to give back and contribute. I share all of my lessons from 7 to 8 and from 8 to 9 figures. We'll see if it goes from 9 to 10, but I'm gonna give it all to you. Consistency, persistence, dedication, vision, time, discipline, work. I'm gonna give it all to you so that you learn from where I failed and you learn from my experience. My brothers, this is your daily fuel.
What's up, my friends? Hey, today let's have a real talk. I'm not gonna pizzazz you, and I'm not going to scream into this microphone and attempt to motivate you. I'm gonna tell you literally the one and only thing, the sign that is visible to others, that is the one and only thing that matters if someone is going to predict whether or not you're going to be a high achiever, uber successful, whatever that can be, entrepreneurship, that can be in your career, that can be professional sports, it doesn't matter. This is far more important than the IQ test. This is nowhere on the same trajectory as your grades or your achievements, your awards, your certificates, all of the accolades that you've received. Like that literally means diddly squat. I can tell you right off the bat whether or not you are going to succeed in entrepreneurship or any professional endeavor, from sports to anything else, based on just this one observation. And that is merely me observing what you do in the moments and days after each failure that you encounter. I'm not talking about your first one or your second one or your 10th one or your 30th one or your 50th. I'm talking about the compounding failures that occur over and over and over and over. So on your 150th failure, do you wake up that next morning with energy and gusto and enthusiasm that is contagious to move forward with the vision? Because anything great is going to require a team. You can only do so much by yourself. You can write the basic code to get Facebook up, right? But then it takes an entire team of engineers to actually create it into the behemoth it is today. You can have a great idea to shoot rockets into space, but then you've got to recruit the team at SpaceX or Virgin Galactic or Blue Fuel or whatever it is, Blue Origin, to actually realize the dream. So any high achievement, I'm not talking about going and incorporating a company that's going to get engaged in space travel and then you talking about it. I'm talking about, hey, you want to even be an influencer. Look at the top influencers today, and anytime you look at them, they've got a massive team behind them, from editing to filming to coordinating the schedules. Anything that you do that is regarding high achievement requires a team. So after your 95th failure, do you wake up that next morning as the sun rises, excited, full of enthusiasm, optimistic, understanding, though, why you failed before and not making those same mistakes, altering the course, willing to bet it on this next set of footsteps? Because, guys, there's, yes, how, yes, getting back up every time you fall off the horse is very important, but just getting back up with angry, mad at life, negative, pessimistic, talking about why it's everyone else's fault that you failed. You're not gonna succeed like that. You're not gonna have the success that you want. You're not going to be the influencer or the next Elon Musk or Richard Branson, or even smaller, your local guy that's got, the local brick and mortar business. You're not going to be that, because here's what it all boils down to. Ready? You and me and everybody else on the planet wants to be around people that make them feel better when they're with them than when they're not with them. That thing that everyone talks about, Tony Robbins and everyone else, that everyone has a sign on their forehead that says, make me feel special, right? If you don't validate that with enthusiasm and optimism, painting a vision, radiating life, then you're not going to succeed on the level that you want. So after your 87th failure, are you able to get up and first radiate life of the next opportunity into yourself, and then do the same thing for others? Because you're not going to be running the operations. You're not going to be crunching the numbers. You're not going to be dealing with the customer service. No, your team will do that. And if you want it to succeed on a high level, the team is a team that's bought in. This buzzword of culture, I hate that it's a buzzword, because it actually means something. I'm not talking about the people that you hire overseas that just fulfill an obligation so that they can trade their time for money with you. I'm talking about the people that, I went on a tour of Zappos many years ago. Some dude was walking around in socks, no shoes. And it was incredible. I was like, dude, what are you doing? I just pulled him aside while we were walking through, and he said, hey, I'm in customer service. This lady called. She wants to know whether or not these are the kind of socks that fall and squish between your feet, or if they're the kind that stay up. And I didn't know. So I told her I would wear them today, and then I'd call her tomorrow. You can't buy that level of loyalty. You can't buy that level of excitement for a customer service job. Zappos was nothing more than a phone sales floor selling shoes, my friends. But Tony Hsieh's vision, his optimism, his ability to stand up over and over and over again after failure after failure after failure, and then transition his gusto on the inside to all those around him, is what is responsible for it. True. I'm sure he's strategic. I'm sure he's got a great IQ, but all of those are ancillary. Do you know how many broke strategic people there are? Do you know how many unsuccessful strategists there are? Do you know how many unhappy potential achievers there are? And it wasn't that they didn't achieve, it's that they were, quote, unhappy. And when they failed, they were unable to not just get back on the horse, but get back on the horse with a laugh and a smile, and the brush stroke painting the masterpiece that they would get everyone to buy in on tomorrow. That's the only thing that matters, my friends. Until tomorrow, Trevor, out.